Babu, Ada, Oya, Oya, Papa, you put your hand yo, Baba, yo, no, they could go. Oya, Oya, Papa, you put your hand yo, Baba, yo, no, you could go. Oya, Oya, Papa, you put your hand yo, Baba, yo, Oya, Oya, Papa, you put your hand yo, Baba, yo, Oya, Oya.
Good morning, great dear friends and lovers of freedom all over the world. My name is Kimore Tarinimi, and this is Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to some of you, wherever you are. It's a pity that we cannot broadcast on my page or my account on Facebook because of Facebook 1 month ban for speaking the truth. You know, when you speak the truth, Facebook will ban you. Before we move on, we shall pray and commit all that we do to Elohim, our Father that is in heaven, that gives us the strength to be able to carry out everything that we've been doing and to be able to move on irrespective of the many challenges that we face. Let us pray. Tamara winking and away, Ogonomo Kirimotemedao, the Father of all spirits, the Father of heaven and of earth, the Creator of all things that exist, of all things that can be seen, of all things that cannot be seen. We worship you, we honor you, we praise your holy name, we bless you for all that you've been doing for our lives and for the lives of our loved ones, and for this great movement, for the restoration of your kingdom on this planet. Once again, we want to pray for our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that you continue to keep him strong, focused, resilient, irrespective of the emotional torture and all forms of torture that he's going through. Pray that you continue to keep him focused and strong. Pray also for every hardworking Biafran all over the world, contributing their own quota, doing what they can do to ensure that our leader is released and our freedom is gotten. We pray for our people in Anambra, that the bullets of the evil ones shall not see them, that they shall be protected and they shall be strong for you, that they shall be strong and resilient and focused, not being tempted to fall to the temptation that the enemies have brought to our land, the temptation of fear, because they have brought fear to kill many so that others will give up. But little did they know that the more they kill us, the more we are strengthened to follow this course to the end. Lord, we ask that your spirit shall continue to drive us in strength and in peace and keep us focused and strong. We give you praise. We honor you. We say, let your name be praised forever. Let your name be glorified. For there is. We also want to pray for our men in the bushes, our men in the forest, that you continue to guide them, you continue to protect them, you continue to give them victory over our enemies, and provide all that they need for them to be able to surmount every force that comes their way. Lord, we pray and we ask in the name of Tamara, Tamuno, Chukokika Abiyama, Ogene, Ayiba, Aziba. You see, more power. Before we move ahead, before we go on, I would like to take this short break. Let us listen to this song.
It's M. Josh on the beat.
Nigeria still dey shake the boat. After 4 days, Nigeria still dey shake the security. Life's gone cold, people don't need to talk about. It's not the rent, but you can start to rent. Trying to stop us, but they don't go to the future. Somewhere more than I think this is restructuring. There was problem and they agreed to restructure Nigeria. The 4th and 5th of January 1967, General One Georgia, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, General Ankara Georgia, Colonel Georgia, the President of the master of the restructure. But when they come back Nigeria government refused to do it. Problem. Rolling to Jody, to genocide the laws and them call war. Them kidnap people, plenty, them call war. Them kidnap our them kill our them kidnap our uncle, them kill it's not children, them kill 5 million. And the man for restructuring, the demand for restructuring. After 4 days, I'm still keeping the truth. Everybody you know, they have that. You all expend the key, terrorist issue, government to do God to don't reject Nigeria. Definitely don't punish Nigeria. Nigeria government to keep my people for genocide. About the situation on the settlement. Now everybody that you want to follow the matter. This is not the one carrying on me. Nigeria like this because nobody talk about. Nigeria like this because government not lie. We use your ambition for church and we are going to machine. In our curriculum for school, we know just our history. Now we go learn, now how we go learn. Let me tell you from two verses. Nigeria government to some. Nigeria government to some. Nigeria government to shoot them. Nigeria black. Nigeria say to do it. Up to there go the God. Up to down go the Christian. Nigeria's no one here. Nigeria's no one. Nigeria's no one. The last 2 people from the beginning, they kill us, they do us, they deceive us, they confuse us. Don't give our land to strangers, yo, our eyes come with. Don't give our land to strangers, yo, Nigerians come. Suddenly. He's living out, he's trying. Nah, look at that. You know what you do, see it on my own. He's living out, he's trying. Nnamdi Kanu with Nigerians. Everybody come open eye. Nigerians say he's living out, he's trying. Plenty of my people want the referendum. No one to structure in you. Nigerians say he's living out, he's trying. God to God, reject Nigeria. Definitely don't punish Nigeria. Nigeria government give up people for genocide. About the situation now, now everybody that you want to for the matter. This is the one carrying the need people. For discuss what we are
welcome back, my people. Welcome back, everyone. There's a reason I played this song first before I want to say anything today. Our topic today says Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the solution. Just like our leader's lawyer said, he said, our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the solution, is not the problem. There are problems upon problems upon problems until our leader came as a solution to the problem. When our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu first came, it looked as if he came with lots of problems. It looked as if he came with lots of problems because of the way he talked. He talked so boldly and he talked with authority. Many people are like, oh, this man, he has come again, he has come to bring war to our land. And while people were shouting and saying he has come to bring war to our land, the man was telling you that war is coming, I am bringing the solution. The terrorists are coming, I am bringing the solution. And he said, they shall kill our mothers, rape our sisters, as well as our mothers, kill our young men, and their masters shall protect them. That is what he said. When he said these things many, many years ago, it didn't mean anything to most of our people. They thought somebody, one rabble rouser, as some used to call him, though nobody can call him that anymore. They used to call him the rabble rouser from London. That one man that can talk anyhow, he's just there talking from London. Even some of us that were following him thought, oh, it seems like this man, okay, yes, this man wants to convince listeners. Maybe that's why he's talking like this. We didn't know the man was a prophet. He has seen it from the realms of the spirits, which most of us couldn't see. Though I, as an individual, I saw some of the things happening, but I didn't see it as clearly as our leader saw it. Our leader had already seen it very, very clearly, and he was warning. He was bringing the solution. When he met World Igbo Congress in the United States and told World Igbo Congress, our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told them, he said, when he met them in the US, in the United States, he told them, he said, bring, give us guns so that we can defend our land. Many of them were like, hey, this man, we should buy guns for you so that you start a war, that our people will not be able to um, contend and will now lose people again like we did in the 60s. We're not going to do that. You are a warmonger. Even though to talk, we're not going to do that anymore. That was what was in the minds of many of them as at that time. But today, they are fully with us because they have seen that all they were warned about have come to pass. Probably if they had acted earlier, many people wouldn't have died. Many of the people that died wouldn't have died before ESA said, give us guns. At least something like ESN would have been active on our land many, many years ago, waiting for the Fulani to come in and chase them out immediately. Many of the people that died wouldn't have died if the voice of the prophet was heard and adhered to. But no, it wasn't. Many people didn't take him seriously until people died and people died and people died and died and died and died again. And the children of prominent men began to die before the people began to understand little by little by little by little. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has never been the problem. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the solution. The problem, like I always tell you, began when Britain came with a desire to steal the ownership of our land, our resources, and our destiny, and take it for themselves. And when they were to leave physically, they handed over to a more dreaded people, the Fulani. That is the problem. Biafrans have always been the ones trying to provide solution to the problems. We have always been the ones, or let me say the people of the South, because prior to when Ojukwu came up with a solution to the problem, Awolowo as well also came up with a solution. Though he didn't act on the solution, he talked about it. Awolowo said this union cannot stand. Let us go our separate ways. This union cannot stand. Even the Isaac that they killed, the Izon man, about a year before Biafra was declared, he also came up and said, this union will not stand, and cut out his own territories, even though he did not cover the whole of his own land. He tried to cut out his own territories. He tried to cut out his own territories and call it Niger Delta. Though a very, very false name. He could have called it his own nation. He could have done that. but he called it Niger Delta. Though, because of that name, the enemy have used it to manipulate our people over and over again, over and over and over and over again, because a man chose not to use his original name to call his own people and his own nation. Rather, he wanted to use a name he didn't understand the origin. Names are very important. Very, very important. The name you bear, do you understand the origin? Do you understand how it came about? Do you understand the secrets of that language? Because every language has secrets. There are certain secrets of certain languages you will never understand. That is because we have understood the secrets behind the name Niger and Nigeria. That is why we keep rejecting it. It is evil. We're not Englishmen, and they came and gave us an English name or an European name with hidden secret meanings that we did not understand. But now we have made research and we have known, and we are rejecting it. So he came up with a solution. As at then, Ojukwu didn't understand the solution until many more of our people died. Ojukwu was the governor of the Eastern region. When Isaac Boro called for the solution, just as our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is calling for solution now, the governors are seeking for his head. That was how Ojukwu foolishly was seeking for the head of Boro, all for one Nigeria at the time. You know, there's something that is written in the scriptures. It said at the time of ignorance, um, at the time of ignorance, God overlooks. Though there are still many politics on the ground, there are still many politics on the ground that resulted into that. But that was a solution to the problem. And just like most of them behave, they felt they were in government, they arrested him and sentenced him to life imprisonment. And when the time comes, the enemy took advantage of it because even him himself, his knowledge is not complete. The enemy took advantage of it and destroyed us all. Till today, we're still suffering. From that moment afterwards, many things happened until about a year after that, Ojukwu decided to take a stand. Just as our people are dying now, these governors could have decided to take a stand if they were sincere. I agree with them that as at the time when our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, maybe that 2017, they didn't understand. They felt, okay, this man want to bring war. But now you can see it obviously that the man is not the one bringing war, but the war is already coming. If they were sincere like Ojukwu was sincere, they would have been the one leading it right now. The governors would have come together and said, no, this kind of things cannot happen on our land, cannot happen to our people. We must defend our people, we must defend ourselves. They said that they are creating a security network. All they used the security network to do was to fight their own and kill their own. So, Afterwards, Ojukwu came up with a solution. And the solution, first and foremost, was Abure Accord. That's why I played that music, so that some of us will understand. Ojukwu came up with Abure Accord. What is Abure Accord? Abure Accord is restructuring. He said, let us restructure, let us go back to the regions. Let the regions control their resources and maybe give something to the center. Let us determine our destiny. That was Ojukwu's proposal. Aburia. They agreed after with the then Ghana head of, they refused for the regions
Ojukwu was the leader, but Ojukwu wasn't the one that.
there, as many people would say, that yes, Ojukwu wanted to be president. It was his creed. It wasn't Ojukwu's idea. So it wasn't his idea to declare Biafra a free state. It wasn't. It was the idea of the collective leaders of the Eastern region, as at the time, with a strict condition to Ojukwu. And what was the condition? We recognize that you are our leader. For now. But this is a decision that we have taken. We have sat down, we have discussed as leaders of the people, and we have come up with a solution. Because our people keep dying in the north, our people are being killed. We can no longer continue with people that kill us, people that only seek for our blood. This union cannot continue. We must determine our fate. And while in that meeting, an Izon man called Franco Pigo, who left this earth as an elder statesman of the Izon nation, as a reputable Royal Highness. There wasn't Royal Highness at the time. He was one of the leaders of the Eastern region. And he came up and presented the name Biafra as the name for the country. And it was generally accepted. Many people didn't know that in that meeting, Ojuku wasn't even there. Ojuku wasn't even there. He wasn't the one that headed that meeting. He wasn't even present. The message was sent to him. He was at the capital then, and he was in Lagos. The message was sent to him while he was in Lagos. You must come back and do this thing because this is what we have chosen. If you do not do it, we are going to look for another leader that will do it. We'll appoint another leader to do it. Ojukwu couldn't stand being ridiculed by his people that he failed them because of his good heart. Since this is the will of the people, then I must carry it out. That decision was taken by the Eastern Assembly on the 27th of May 1966, and 3 days after that, Biafra was declared on the 30th of May. And when the decision was taken on the 27th of May, before the 30th, the zoo, in a bid to divide our people so that they can come in, deceive our people, and destroy them more, they had to create artificial boundaries. The war of genocide was won because of the artificial boundaries that were created. That was the strategy that won the war. The war was won from the beginning because of the artificial boundaries. And because our people were not mature enough to understand who their enemies are and who their friends are. Today we are still faced with the same artificial boundaries and the same foolishness of not knowing who our enemies are, who our friends are, and who our brothers are. You do not choose your brothers. You only choose your friends. You don't choose your family. You come in and you find your family. You discover your family. You don't choose your family. You choose your friends. But when matters become matters of life and death, you don't choose your friends over your family. That was the mistake that costed us 5 million people, if not more, in that genocide. All the people that were betrayed and all of that believed that they had friends in the north. And they chose their friends over their brothers. They chose their friends over their family. And their families were destroyed. And many of them were paid handsomely with positions, with political positions. And after a few years, the political positions were over. And today they are forgotten. And many of them, their children, are nothing today. Their children are back to being part of the masses that they destroyed. Their grandchildren are suffering. And we are the ones fighting for them today. Isaac Boro that gave his life, his children, not his grandchildren, his children, you will see his own people, they will come up, hey, Isaac Boro. Our leader is our hero is Isaac Boro. His children are languishing in poverty. That's the hypocrisy. Many of them have used the name of borrow to make money, deceive our people, make money in the name of borrow because they don't tell the truth. They go to Kayama, host Borrow Day, make a festival for borrow. But the reality is the children of borrow are languishing in poverty. Nobody is doing anything for them. Nobody remembers them. Nobody. And nobody wants to tell the world the truth about how Borrow died. That is why everyone needs to be careful. You must never choose your friends over your family. If your friend comes to your house to kill your brother, if your friend do not love you enough to forgive your brother for whatever crime your brother must have committed, and your friend wants to kill your brother, that your friend is your enemy. He will kill you someday. He's only using you to get to your brother. A true friend that is offended will forgive the ills of his friend's brother because of the goodness of his friend. Except that his friend's brother is coming to kill him, and he killed the friend's brother in self-defense. These are very simple things. It doesn't matter how much you try to deny your relationship with our brothers in the hinterland. Blood is blood. We are family. We are family. You cannot deny your family. It doesn't matter how much you try to deny. Within families, they have issues. They quarrel, they fight. Sometimes within the family, people get so angry, get so worked out, they even kill themselves. Maybe by mistake, or maybe by greed or whatever. But when you kill your family to please your friend, that is the worst foolishness anybody can ever be in. There are communal clashes, and this community is clashing with this community. They are fighting, they are struggling for something. But when a foreigner comes, wisdom says, bind together for now, destroy the foreigner, then come back home and settle your differences. Bind together, face the foreigner, win, come back home and settle your differences. That was the wisdom that China used. China, most part of China would have still been under Japan, if not all. China was having internal crisis when Japan was invading them, was a very strong. China had to unite themselves and fight. And afterwards, they came back. And those that are saying, even if we get this thing, we are still going to fight. Yes. If there is need for us to have our internal fight before we understand each other, there is no problem. We should fight. There's no problem for family to fight. The South Sudan that they used to give as example, they not stopped fighting. Whether they stop or not, their family, they will resolve. The thing with family fight is that it will always be resolved one way or the other. So if that is even your complaint, if it means that we will fight, no problem, let us fight. But first of all, we must stand together as one and defeat the enemies. So, Ojuku came up with a solution of restructuring. The zoo refused. The Eastern Assembly came up with a decision of parting ways. If we cannot be together on the comfortable terms of ours, then let us live apart. So they came up with such an idea, and what happened? Genocide. They came and killed our people. That war was uncalled for. There wouldn't have been any war if not for the greed of Britain and for the desire of Fulani to spread their jihad. They agreed to take over our land and take over our people and determine our destiny. There wouldn't have been any war. Because living together has never been by force. When people grow up, they move. People move. When you live with your father and you become an adult, you leave your father's house and you go and stay in your own and make your own family. If your father's house is very, very large, the compound is very large, you can have your own family within there and you are comfortable, there is no problem. There's no problem. You will be comfortable and you will move on. And there will be peace. There will be peace. But in a situation where you cannot live with your father, maybe your father have many wives, and some of those wives can be annoying, and you cannot live with them in the same house, no matter how big your father's house is, no matter how much it can contain you, you will have to leave that space. And that was what happened. We couldn't see ourselves living with Fulani. We had to leave the space, and they decided to visit us with genocide, to kill our people, innocent people, people that didn't carry arms, as well as people that carried arms, were visited with death. Those that carried arms and those that didn't carry arms saw their death. That was Ojuku's solution. Ojuku's solution and the solution of the Eastern Assembly. Ojuku's solution, as well as the solution of the Eastern Assembly. Remember, Ojuku's solution, Biafra was not Ojuku's idea. Biafra was the idea of the Eastern Assembly. Biafra was the idea of the Eastern people. So when somebody come and begin to tell you, oh, it was Ojuku. Ojuku wanted this for himself. Ojuku wanted that for himself. Tell that person you know the truth. Tell that person you know the truth of what transpired. That the idea of Biafra was the Eastern Assembly. And the person that brought up the name and reminded everybody was an Izoman. Ojuku was not even present in that meeting. Let us take this short break.
Let's go.
It's M. Josh on the beat.
Enough, and enough. The pen cleaner than as the company can. For the matter. Nobody wanna talk about this before the matter. But maybe you just want tomorrow, you go better. Because I'm not food to chop and go. For the matter. Nobody knows if now tonight. But the best thing that you not for the matter. I got them day, the man. I got them day, the man. Problem somewhere. Trouble somewhere. Problem don't nothing with this coronavirus. Problem don't happen with me past virus. Don't send me to form and no go. Don't send me to form and see. Don't send me to form and no go. Some people come out for some people come out for sleep. Some people go to people and people suffer. People come down. The more that the more that the light, the more that the money. People come cry. The more that stay. How that you watch. But the dollar don't get 1 billion. I think I'm going to let it to you. Dr. Parliament, don't donate it to me. Atikura Bubaka donate 50 million. But thunder one kill my people. Poor man, no see them trouble. Mr. Lady Rabi, donate 1 billion. How about we donate 1 billion? God, no rich for me. Hunger one kill Nigeria. Nobody wants to talk about the matter. They can be able to want to better. Because to get put each other, feel them be up all your government, all your president, all your ministers, all your senators, all your government, all your.
Okay, welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you. Thank you. That is our brother M. Josh doing very, very well with the microphone. So that was the solution of Ojukwu, Awolowo, Azipuro, and all of that, the Eastern Assembly. And after then, Kensara Wiwa came up with another solution. Kensara Wiwa said, you have not been managing Ogoni people well. You have not been managing our resources properly. You have not been managing our lives. You have been mismanaging our lives, our resources on our land. With this mismanagement of our lives and our resources, please, I have a solution, Ken Salawiwa said. The solution is that Ogoni should be her own, should have autonomy within the state of Nigeria. Autonomy. That was Ken Salawiwa's solution. Ogoni autonomy. But what happened? Ken Salawiwa was like my brother Azipuru. He joined in believing that the Igbo people were our problems and supported his friends against his brothers. And he was happy when the genocide was over and all of them were now kind of ruling and they were all happy. But when the problem came and all the things that Ojukwu was saying became reality to his face, he came up with his own solution. All the things that our people died for in the 60s, he came up with his own solution in the 90s. What was the solution? Ogoni autonomy. And the same fate that met all of our people that demanded for a similar thing, which he was against, got to him. Ogoni people were killed because of that request, and he as well was killed. Just like if Ojukwu hadn't flew out of the country, they would have killed him as well. Ken Saro-Wiwa was killed. And what did Ojukwu tell him? Good morning. You have just realized what I saw about 30 years ago, or 20 years plus thereabouts. So when you are talking about solution, there are many people, and most especially Biafrans, that have come up with solution. After Ken Saro-Wiwa, our men in the coast, mostly mostly led by Izomen, IYC, and all of that, came up with another solution. Okay, we are not asking for Izo autonomy or autonomy of the coastal region and all of that. No, what we are asking for is simple. Let this solution be for everybody, not just us. You know, Ken Saro-Wiwa asked for Ogoni autonomy. They killed him. Now this was now came okay for the whole of Nigeria. Let it be resource control. Let everybody control their resources. Similar thing that Ojukwu was asking for. And what happened? They killed most of them. Killed many innocent Izo people, Ogoni people, Ibibio people, Igbo people, and name them. They killed most of our people. Go to our communities. It was because of same request that they raised down the town OT. They raised down OT. You know, I have made a particular broadcast on OT before. If you're following this platform, you must have heard when I made that broadcast on OT. It was because of the solution. Now, seeing all of these, our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu then came with a solution. And what is the solution of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? The fact is that our people must be free. You cannot stop our people from being free. And our solution is simple. Give us a referendum. Our leader said, give us a referendum. That is the solution. You cannot continue to kill us. And now, some of our people have also risen and they are killing back. And the solution is simple. Give us referendum. You want to do election in our land, we don't have any problem with that. But the same resources you will spend in doing election, you might not even need to spend up to that in doing a referendum. So, we do not need election. We have to first of all settle this dispute first before we're talking about election. So give us a referendum first. It was a referendum our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu asked for, that he was arrested in 2016. It was a referendum he asked for. Because they had nothing against him, they released him on health grounds. After it has lasted for about a year, or more than a year thereabouts. And still, because he was still asking for referendum, because they said you must shut your mouth up. You must not ask for referendum. You must not ask for anything. You cannot gather. You cannot this, you cannot that. Rubbish. All rubbish. They came to kill him. Why? He was asking for referendum for the people of Biafra. All of our people, all of the people of Biafra. Give us a referendum. Let us decide whether we want to be Nigerians or remain as Biafrans. Because we were Biafrans before the white man called us Nigeria. Let us decide. We are human beings. Let us take part in our own destiny, the decision of our own destiny and the decision of our own life. You cannot call us Nigerians by force. We cannot be Nigerians by force. Give us a referendum. You said you are a democracy. Give us a referendum, let us decide. And because of that, they've been killing us. Because of that, after our leader found his way to escape and all of that, they still went to Kenya. Why? This man is asking for referendum. He doesn't have the right to ask for something that will make him decide for his own destiny or make his people decide for their own destiny. So they will have to go as far as Kenya to do deals and pay people and bribe the government in order to seize him and bring him back to Nigeria. And now he's there. And they have nothing against him. And they say that they must continue with elections and all of that. And now the people are saying no. IPOB said you must release our leader or else Biafra land will be shut down. You must release our leader unconditionally before on the 4th or else Biafra land will be shut down. And the people said we are not going to vote. IPOB leadership have not said that yet, that there shall be no election. But the people have said there shall be no election. The people have said they will not vote. And we are advising that everyone should stay in their houses. Election day or not, we do not know anything about election. Election is not our business. Our business is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. What you do with your election is not our business. Our business is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We are not saying that your election will hold or not. That one is not our business. Our business is free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is our business. That is the business that we have with you, with the government of the zoo called Nigeria. You have nothing against him. You have fixed dates 2 times now. The first one you refused to bring him. The second one you brought him and you refused to do anything. You refused to even sit. The only time you sat was to postpone it as if you didn't have time, and you had all the time of the day. Obviously, you have nothing against him. Everything that you have put on table against him is nothing, absolutely nothing. So we are saying that you must release our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You must release him. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a solution to Nigeria's many problems. He's not the problem. You cannot solve the problem by going to kill people and kill people. Let me play this video that the Maxwell made some time back when he called the Igbo a dot in a circle. Just listen. He was asked, how are you going to resolve the crisis in the southeast? And I want our coastal people to listen very, very well. Those people that accept the name South, Niger Delta, and blah, blah, blah. Listen very well. Your Buhari solution to southeast. Listen attentively. His solution to southeast. You must listen and follow up. because this is very, very important that you listen. It is very important that you listen to what this man have to say. It is very, 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 very important. They are asking him a question. They are asking him a question here, and the question was, "What is your solution to the problems in the southeast?" Listen to what he has to say.
Southeast, I was encouraged by what I heard. Nobody told me. Two statements from the South.
They are asking him about solution to south. He's talking about what he heard from the south. All those of you that think that you are not connected to the southeast, you are from south, according to zoo definition of our territories. You are from south. You are Izon. You are Ipipi. You are Efik. You are Urobo. You are Isoko. You are from the south. You are Ogoni. You are Ikwere. You are from the south. Oh, I am not Igbo. I have nothing to do with Igbo. Listen attentively. They are asking him a solution to south. His solution that he's trying to cite from south, his solution to southeast problems, is talking about south. Listen.
Two statements from the South. One by elderly people. No, South. Yes. But
You see, they still try to drag him back to southeast. They say southeast. He said no, south. No, south. Listen very well.
elderly people, they say this time around there will be no access to sea. I'm sure you will understand what they mean.
You know, his tongue is not very clear. They said this time around there will be no access to sea. It is very, very important that you follow up. Listen.
Again, the youth made the same statement.
He said the youth made the same statement. That is IYC. He's talking about IYC and INC. INC, Ijaw National Congress. Those are the people he's talking about, so that it will be clear. It will be clear to everyone. So when you see me begin to hit on IYC and INC, I know what I'm saying. Some of you is all people you don't know the demons that you have. You don't know the demons that you have that claim to be talking for you. The demons called IYC and INC, they are the demons on our land. Far worse than Ohanese. Far worse. Listen.
So that's important. It's just like a dot in a circle. If they want to exist, they will have no access to anywhere. And the way they are spread all over the country, having businesses.
He said, IPOB, as he calls it, is spread all over the country, having businesses. He is replacing IPOB for Igbo. You understand? He's talking about the Igbo people when he's mentioning IPOB. He's talking about the Igbo people when he's talking about a dot in a circle. So to the Max Wearing Buhari, IPOB is equal to Igbo. Igbo is equal to IPOB. So that is why you should understand why the army is committing genocide on our land. To them, every Igbo man is IPOB. That is the reason they will go and be shooting directly at people. Listen.
Property. I think IPOB doesn't know what they are talking about. In any case, you say you talk to them in the language they understand. We will organize the police and the military to pursue them. That's what we can do. And we will do it.
Did you hear that? Why are they so bold to do what they are doing? He said it. He said IYC and INC encourage them by telling them that there will be no access to the sea. By telling the zoo federal government that they are with them, that our people are not with them, that they have control of our land, that our people are not with them, they have access to the sea, and they are not going to give to our brothers in the hinterland. And there are some people, even amongst us in this struggle, that are encouraging that don't want us to have access to the sea. And very soon they will be exposed as well. They will be exposed. So when you see things happening, when you see things happening, and these people have come to kill us, and they are killing innocent people, it is because they were encouraged by IYC. So when we talk about some of these things, we know what we are saying. We know what we are saying. Now listen to what he was talking about. Listen to what he was talking about. See what these people are already doing on our land. The voices you're hearing are Nigerians, military men of the Nigerian army. These are not common terrorists. These are men, official army of the Nigerian state. And what is happening, I believe some of you must have seen these videos. What is happening is a community in Enugu. Enugu is not Anambra where they claim they must do this, this is Enugu state. And as they are doing it in Enugu, they are doing it in Anambra, they are doing it in Imo State, and all of that. They are shooting directly on people's houses and killing innocent people, even in the marketplace. Listen. You can hear them speak Hausa. You can hear them speak Hausa language while they commit these crimes. Shooting straight up on innocent people. The bullets, the guns you're hearing are directed on innocent people, are directed at people's houses in a community. And these are men of the Nigerian army. And these are people they claim are Nigerians. So they claim these people and that these people have no right to call themselves Biafrans. But they are in the communities of these people, opening fire on these people, shooting straight up. As at this time, they have already killed most of these people. Most of the people that could survive have already run out of their houses. The others have been shot dead, and they are still not satisfied. They are just shooting at random. This is what is going on our land. And when I came to Facebook to analyze, because that day I did not come on air, and I wrote on Facebook and talked about how, and posted a video of how these people send Fulani people to our land. Fulani terrorists will attack, because in most of the what's it called, most of the checkpoints that they have in Biafra land now they put Biafran people from Biafra, either from south or southeast or parts of the middle belt that are from Biafra to mount on the checkpoints. So what they now do, they now send Fulani people, Fulani terrorists to begin to attack them and kill them. So when they kill them, they now come up and say that, oh, people from here have killed so the main Fulani people now in the Nigerian army will now use that as an excuse to begin to attack communities and kill people. And that is what you're seeing in Enugu, in Anambra, in Imo. The video I want to play now is a video of a Fulani unknown gunman that was killed. And the people were identifying him as Fulani. If you have seen this video, you will know. It is this video that I posted that made Facebook to block me for 30 days. Because I was exposing what the Fulani are doing to our people on our land. You see, the people identifying them, the charms they carry, and all of that tells you that these are Fulani men on our land. It's quite pathetic, but we must continue. We must continue. Indeed, we must continue. And they must know that they cannot quiet us. Even though you succeed in killing all the young men, the young women will fight you. If you succeed in killing all the young women, the old men and the old women will pick up arms and fight. If you succeed in killing those ones, the children will fight. Our people will not stop fighting until Biafra land is free and our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released. Very, very soon, it will go beyond what the zoo will be able to control. If they continue this genocide, very soon, it will go beyond what they will be able to take. Because Biafra cannot be stopped. Biafra must come. Thank you very much. And at this juncture, we shall be opening the lines so that people can call in and also tell us one or two things that they have to contribute to today's program. Thank you very much for listening and God bless you. The lines are open. You can call in and give your contribution. You know the lines to call already. If you have been calling this station before, you know the lines to call. They have not changed. But for the benefit of those that are just joining us, or probably they are not just joining us, but they have not called on this platform before or taken down our phone number. You can call us on Skype. On Skype, just go to Radio Biafra VOC. Type Radio Biafra VOC on Skype, and you shall be able to connect to us and call us. Then, on Signal, the number to call is +45 7164 5962. That is the Signal number. You can call in. +45 7164 5962. Okay? Then on WhatsApp, you can call +48739645 102. +48739645 102. Those are the numbers to call. If you're calling on Signal for the first time, we are going to accept you, and then we'll bring you in. We'll accept you, and then we can bring you in to give your own contribution. But for now, those are the numbers to call, and the lines are open. The lines are open. The lines are open for you to call. And we're waiting for your call, and our time is running out. We do not have all the time. So when you're calling, try to be brief, because other people also might want to use the platform to call and all of that. So you try not to take all the time when you're calling. You just do the needful, then you leave the space. Try to ensure that you give your you say all you need to say within the time frame that you have, and give your contribution briefly, but ensure that our people get the message adequately. Then we make progress. Hello, good morning and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you calling from?
My name is Prince Chukwuma, so I'm calling from my location. So I'm happy to have met with this very broadcast. You are very, very intelligent, you are awesome, and may God continue to bless you for the good work you're doing for the Biafrans. I'm really, really excited about what you're doing for us. And may God continue to guide and shield you. And my prayers for Nnamdi Kanu is that God should always be with him. God should always fight our battle, because without God we cannot make it this way. And for our youth, all of our youth that are claiming to be fraternities, you are claiming to be an axeman, you are claiming to be a Viking, you are claiming to be an area, and whatever you are, this is no more time for all these street type businesses. We should come together, we should embrace ourselves, know that we are brothers, stop killing ourselves, and face these very monsters that are coming to kill our people. That is the little I have to suggest and to give in for the way forward of what we are doing for the struggle.
Thank you very much. Thank you
Thank you
very,
very
very
much.
much.
Thank
God
you
bless you.
very, very much. God bless you.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah. Hello, good morning and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, my African rep, a very good afternoon to you from my side. How are you doing this afternoon?
I'm doing very well, and we thank
Okay,
God.
okay, my name is Mazi Nnamdi. I think you have brought the topic of the moment. This topic is good for this time. Our leader, Yendu Prince, His Excellency Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he can understand the handwriting on the wall. One thing is that because they are the children of perdition, the children of evil, they have not known light. They will never see light. If they have seen light, they will know that this man they are holding have promised them that particular thing that you people are using to kill my people. I will give it to you for free in my honor. Just let my people go. Let them worship the God that they have been choosing to worship. Let them go back and return all the way from all over the world where they have sojourned. If they have to see the light. Our problem is not the reason why you're killing the innocent people, the oil or whatever. Because I'm sure if this oil they are talking about is somewhere in the north, we won't have these issues that we are having. But unfortunately, the oil is in Biafra land, but they have decided to go the other way around. Mazu, you have said it all this afternoon because our leader is the solution to the problem. And then it's just a pity for me to hear that so-called Igbo, like you mentioned about Sunday Boho that have issues uh, in the court. His people rally around. I will know Revolution guy is there, Passager is there, and so many. And they really are not make sure that the guy is released. But you look at our people, their problem that the Britain have given to them is only election. The only thing they have perfected very well is just to elect one foolish man to go in there and continue killing their people. Because you cannot be there's no politician in the zoo now. Worst of them is the one in Biafra land that is going to go there to represent his people. Same election they will do. The same election they did and bring a Hope Uzodinjo. The same they bring with David Omai. And all these people that comes and use their people as a sacrifice, which is not happening in any other part of Nigeria. There's no part of Nigeria where you find people inviting the army to come and kill their people. These people were elected the same way everyone is clamoring now. Hey, it's our turn to do. It's to elect. We want to elect. The same way they elected all these people. We came in and kill people in Obibo, kill young people, and send his own family abroad. The same people they were talking about electing. One thing we are making sure and we are making an announcement to our people. It could not go outside if you give me 4,000. So you eat that money, use it to buy nice food and eat. Sit at home. Sit at home. Don't die and you say it's IPOB. They're here to save our nation. We are here to save our people. We are guiding our people. You are killing people and saying that it's us, it's not us. Don't go and die and say it's because they are there to kill you. If you remember what happened in first sit at home, and then immediately that sit at home was called off the Monday sit at home. People were traveling from Owerri to Lagos. They were killed. One of them was saying, hey, I don't want to die in this Imo state. But that is the person they say sit at home. He jumped into a car going to Lagos early in the morning. Boko Haram Fulani with army uniform killed him and collect money and die. Let me give thanks to other people. Mazi Nnamdi, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, my brother. Hello, good morning and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast.
Don't go and die.
Hello, you have to put to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Please try to reduce the volume of your radio set.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. USB.
Good.
Can you hear?
Clearly. The world is.
Okay, let me put it off, sir.
Yes.
Let me put it off, sir. Okay. Is it there now?
Go ahead.
Okay. Okay. I'm very, very, very angry with my people. The reason why is that some people don't want to understand what is going on in this Biafra land. Okay, let me change language. Let me speak my mother tongue. Ụfọdụ n'ime anyị amaghị ihe na-eme like your speech. Some people uche bụ na na-akpọ indigenous people. Onye ọbụla onye Igbo are indigenous people. That is what we supposed to understand. Okay, look at what happened at Enugu. Look at what happened. Is it IPOP members they shot, or is it ESN they shot? They shot an Igbo people, not IPOB, not ESN, but Igbo people. I want to everybody to know that onye ọbụla wụ onye Igbo wụ onye IPOB, and Nigeria is against us. Nigeria tụdịka anya ahụ anyị. So e kwesịrị ịgbakọta aka n'otu ka anyụ ọma mmiri a ka ọ gbaa ụfụfụ ka enweta ihe anyị na-achọ. Onye ọbụla m na-agwa onye ọbụla sị sit at home on Friday. God Chukwu abịama ọ ga-adịrị gị mma n'orie, ọ ga-adịrị gị mma n'afọ, ọ ga-adị gị mma na nkwọ. Ị ga-ahụ ị ga-anọ ndụ hụ obodo mma na ụbịa ọ ga-apụtarịrị ndị language Igbos we marry soldiers. They are Boko Haram. Look at them. When I was watching the video, I was crying, Mazi. I was crying. You see, no, look at that is not ordinary gun.
Let me cut you a little. Your volume
Okay, sir.
is still your volume on your radio is still on. Just maybe put it off because I can hear myself. It is
Okay,
echoing.
sir. Let me.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Let
Now,
me
one
call you
thing
back.
is it's just that I did not mention Boko Haram. You know, they have put Boko Haram in the Nigerian army. So they purposely those Boko Haram are sent missions. Okay, so they are now formally in the Nigerian army and they are reserved to under the Nigerian army in the name of the Nigerian army with the face of the Nigerian army, not with the face of Boko Haram, but with the face of Nigerian army. Under full approval, they are sent to
Yes.
communities to wipe people out.
Do you remember how many people they say that these people are Boko Haram repentant?
That is
They
it now.
just
Those are the
visited
people. Those are the
to
people
the
that they have
Nigerian
sent
army.
to our land to wipe us out. That is it.
Why? Our people kwesịrị ịma ihe. Ha kwesịrị ịma ihe. Thank you.
God bless you. Hello, good morning and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you calling from?
Emma, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, my brother. Be 2 minutes so that other people can give their own
Yes,
contribution.
thank you very much. My name is Mazi Nnamdi Wisdom. I'm calling from my location, but I from Hadibima in Sinimu Province, Biafra land. Mazi, I'm here to appreciate you for your good work and make some comment on your analysis as you say you don't have time. Number one thing is Ambra State. If they want to conduct the election, they should release our leader. Like our HOD sent the direct message to Caliphate because he said that whatever thing that is happening in Asrock is not the Asrock that are taking the decision. The people taking the decision are the Caliphate. So all the hegemony and all the in Sokoto, we are sending this direct warning to you, release our leader. Or that thing you are looking for. You see Fulani in West Africa. One day you people will wake up and you people will not see them. That thing you people want, you people must see it. Release our leader. If you want to do election, you do your election. We say you should not do your election. But let our leader be released. Let Mazi Nnamdi Kanu be released because he committed no crime. He is fighting for his freedom, which is in charter, which is in Africa Union Charter, which Nigeria are signatory to, and also in UN, which Nigeria is also signatory to. They should release our leader. He committed no offense. He is the solution and not the problem. Fulanis are the problem because they see all the apparatus in Nigeria. They are the ones that are in it. Go and check all the armies. There is nothing like federal character. They are shouting when Goodluck was there. Federal character, federal character, federal character. They are now the one occupying all the positions, all the vital positions. The Fulanis are the ones occupying it. So they should allow our leader to go because our leader committed no offense. And also, my brothers in the River Nile area, I want to urge you people, at least people have seen the analysis our Africa rep made this morning, for you to understand that we, the Igbos, we love everybody. But because of the divide and rule which Gowon brought in through the help of Britain, because whatever thing that any decision they are taking in Nigeria, Nigeria are not the one taking the decision. It's Britain that will tell them what they will. If they extort them, they will implement it. It's the Britain that divided all of us so that we cannot speak in one voice. But we should understand ourselves. Since 2015, our leader came up, or 2012 he came up. He have tried to, to explain everything and say it the way it is. And we have seen that all he said is truth. So we should come together and fight and liberate ourselves. As we are about to lock down Biafra land 1 week or continuously, if we should also lock your land, because when they see that you do not lock your land, they'll be, maybe it will be like South or whatever they call it, that they are not Biafra. But if people join and lock your land, they will see that all of us are the same, which we are the same. We are the same blood, we eat the same food, tradition and everything is the same. So let's join hands together and make sure we restore Biafra, because without Biafra we are gone. Those saying election, have we seen any politician doing election and come with his child to come and cast election? They should bring their children. Their children is outside enjoying their life, but they will come and kill other people's children. They should bring their children. Their children, they are all qualified to vote in Nigeria. Have we seen them giving their voters card? It's only poor man that can go and die for election, but big men students will be the one that will enjoy. Maz, I want to thank you because I have much time for, and let me allow others to also contribute. Our people should sit at home, come fifth. If they do not release our leader, may Chukwu come and bless you, my Africa rep. Thank you very much. I sign off from my location. Thank you.
Thank you very much. God bless you. Hello, good morning and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you're calling from?
Morning, Baba. How are you?
I'm doing very fine.
Okay. You think my name is Okpuse Nwero. I'm calling from Africa Sud. Africa Sud is South Africa, anyway. My Africa rep, thank you for what you are doing for us. Thank you very much for what you are doing for us. May God bless you and give you strength.
You see?
My Africa rep, you see when you're talking, sometimes you started to ask yourself, as you are talking, do we have up to 10 people like from our brothers side, like you, who is pushing this struggle like you? Because some of my friends here, I have problem with them. One guy is also from Akwa Ibom. The guy is my friend, my good tight friend. Even we know all the way from somewhere called Aba. I'm sure you know Aba.
Of course, very well.
Yeah, in this Aba, we learn we learn business from an Biafra, but from Igbo extract. And he know how to do shoe and all those things. Now he's doing it here. But my problem with him is that I've been trying for him to join this struggle. But he keep on, whatever you hear from them is our oil, our oil, our oil. I don't know what they think about this oil. And I'm telling our brothers that we cannot do this job alone. We need you most. We need you more than anything because you are our brother. Blood is thicker than water. Blood, you see, is thicker than water. So please, we need you people to come along, come in numbers. Even as we are going to go to sit at home, we wanted them to sit at home also so that they know that we are all together. Because the moment you see anybody anywhere from the south, from the eastern part of Nigeria before, that which is now Biafra, because we no longer belong to Nigeria, we are Biafrans. Once ever you leave from there to Kano or Kaduna, they know you as a Biafrans. They
As
don't,
Igbo,
they don't, as Igbo, that is, Nyamiri is what they call you.
of
There is
course.
no other name they call you, Nyamiri, because they know you. They know you. So we must do this thing together. We mustn't relent because we don't have any time now. We have no time because we have to do it now. Because if we don't do this thing now, if we don't get that far now, it's going to be a problem. Me and you, are you telling me that if we fail to get this Biafra, how do you take of this our children? Do you know that these our children, even if you shout at them, they started crying? Is this the type of children are going to fight for their fatherland if we didn't win it now? Is this type of children that are going to face the Fulanis? It's we who are going to do it now. We have to do it now. There is no time for us. No time at all for us. We mustn't look for this, wait for this politician because these politicians are they are like when you deal the election they do in Nigeria is a monkey business. They behave like monkey because if you want to know how dangerous monkey is, monkey will be begging for banana. Immediately you give him banana or cup, he will carry that cup, run up to the tree and beg him now to bring that cup back. He will bring it. Bring that banana back. He will bring it. The politicians, they behave like that. Once they come, they talk nicely. They will do this. They will do that. Started buying cup of rice. Started eating even my and everything on the road with you. But once they got the position, the next thing you see is their money in overseas. Their money, they take their money. That is where they build their house. That is where they stay. So what we should do now, we have known our problem. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have tell us our problem. We don't need to ask about our problem. Our problem are those politicians because they eat from us. These people, they drink our blood. They live with our blood. These people, they cannot do any other thing. They can never allow us because this is their business. We are like their business. They are like their business. Don't take us as a slaves. They
Thank you.
take us as
Thank you very much.
prisoners
Thank you
because
very much, Mazi.
they are
Sorry,
prisoners.
because of time.
Thank you, Mazi Terry, for taking my call. Yeah, thank you for taking my call.
You're welcome.
Thank you, brother. Bye.
Yeah, have a nice
Yeah.
day. God bless you. That was it. Hello, good morning, and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you calling from?
Good, good morning, my African rep. My name is Mobilo.
Go ahead.
I'm calling from Gabon. I'm a native of Eastern Angwa South Local Government, according to the fake boundary they created, Aba Province. I want to make a contribution. Hello?
Yes, the world is listening. Go ahead.
Okay. You have mentioned, I'm thanking God for our leader. I'm thanking God for our leader. Also, you and the other coastal uh, Africa DOS members who is trying with all their effort to be able to spread the gospel into the coastal land. May Elohim bless you, all of you and your family. In the name of Chukwu Kabiama.
You see?
Yes, yes. I am going to the direct to the side of how they divided us. They know the strength of unity. That is why that is why they divided us into many states. A whole Niger state land map is above
the all eastern state, but it's only one state, Niger State. But we have almost 12 states. They divided us into the way that they can break us through and they do us whatever they like. But I'm urging our people to wake up. Somebody that that they are coming this place, the same place. Now, those people that they were killed in Enugu 2 days ago, the one they have been killing, did they come and demand those who is IPOB members? But many of them are the people that lost their life. Were the people that have been pointing at the IPOB members, laughing. But now, when this danger came, there is no barrier between IPOB members. It's not IPOB members. So shall it be also our brethren in the coastal land. You shall know that danger is at hand, so that we will be one broom that no one can be able to break. But if it is one single broom, it is so easy to break. This is my contribution. All hail Biafra.
Biafra will hail thee. Thank you very much. That was a brilliant one. That was a brilliant contribution. Thank you. God bless you. If you're calling and you have not, we have not been able to pick your call, please, and don't get offended. You can still call because the calls are rolling in, and let me see if I'll be able to call this person back. The calls are rolling in, and okay, sorry, he's no longer available. So if you have been calling and we have not been able to pick your call, all you just need to do is to call back. Okay? Call back and we shall pick your call, provided we still have the time to do that. Hello, good morning and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you calling from?
Hello, good morning. My name is Mazi Nnamdi. I'm calling from my I want to thank you. Hello,
Yeah,
can you
go
hear
ahead,
me?
go ahead, go ahead. I can hear you.
I want to thank you for your marvelous work on Radio Biafra. Well lighted, and I can tell that your work have been going so far. A lot of us have been waking up. We were all tamed before, but now, because of Radio Biafra, we all are waking up gradually. With time, everything will fall in place. There's one thing I want to make known to every one of us. An injury to one is an injury to all. An injury to one is an injury to all. And they must understand one thing, which is they are only fighting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because of one thing, and that thing is specifically the truth. Nnamdi Kanu is bringing out the truth every day. And they are not fighting the truth because the truth will hurt everybody or the truth will hurt them. No. They are fighting the truth because they know that once we know the truth, it will provoke us. It will provoke everyone to do things or make choices that won't serve their interests. And that choice now is what we are about making. So what I'm saying is this. Every Igbo man must know one thing. Like early this morning, I got a news from Channels Television on Facebook. They posted that the United Nations says the gravity and seriousness of the violations and the abuse meant underscore the need to hold perpetrators accountable sides. This is a news for Ethiopians, which means the United Nations can, let me express myself in my language. United Nations will the power rise up against people now of the same mother na Ethiopia. But so this thing should tell everybody that there is a reason the world power and everything regulate our plight in Anibo. And that reason is one thing. They are systematically exterminating Igbos. And why are they doing so? Obro, people should look beyond economic and political reasons. Obro, because of politics and economic reasons. There is a reason Hajj Kete. Fulanis are not our enemy directly. They are just being used as proxy. But generally, collectively, the world will be exterminated. Then is a willing tool for that mission. So no matter how we cry, they will not listen to us. The only thing only they are water now, whether IPOB, maybe South South, maybe South East, you are marked for condemnation for the world. And the world only nobody will stand up for us because Hancha were the same mission. We were the same mission on Igbo people. Even our fellow Africans were the same mission. I have gone many places in Africa, and that's what the way I began. So also when we are fighting IPOB, need the serious medicine, only the serious treatment, and then we have to account now IPOB member. When you get a chain, you get a chain. The weakest part of the chain determines the strength of that chain. Only IPOB now against IPOB is yes. That person shouldn't be existing in a community because that mean na state. Okay, I'm a man never, but men couldn't
Okay,
that
so,
simply because
sorry for
can make a
cutting you,
plan.
my brother. Sorry because of time. Um, just round up so that we can take one or two other calls before I round up.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Okay. Sorry, we had to cut that short at that time. Um, we are rounding up. We're rounding up, and we will not be able to take all the calls as they come in. But I think we'll take one more call before we are able to before we round up today's program. We'll take one more or maybe two more calls before we round up today's program. So it's very important that each and every one of our people wake up. Mostly the people from the coast. Mostly the people from the coast. You must wake up and take your destiny into your own hands. Because the people you hold trust in have already failed. You must take your destiny into your hands, or else you are going to be destroyed forever. You must take your destiny into your hands. You must rise up and stand for your own freedom, or else. Hello, good morning and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you're calling from.
Let me just put off my radio. Good morning, my every African dog. My name is Chinemo. I'm calling from South Africa.
Good morning, Chinemere. The world is listening. Go ahead.
Yes, I just want to first of all commend the DOS and our HOD for the special announcement yesterday. Because a lot of people were thinking that our HOD is going to come on air and say the war has been declared. Let's strike the zoo. Let's do this. Let's But I'm not surprised because he's a lawyer and the members of DOS are very, very intellectual people there. So I want to commend them for that and keep honoring their instructions, following their rules and everything. So secondly, I want to tell our people something that we need to know today is that the Western world does not need our natural resources actually. They don't need our natural resources because what I think they need about us is to suppress to suppress our human resources is more important to them than our natural resources. because when you check, mostly what we have that keeps energizing the world is the oil. And if you check on this modern century, our people have been building cars and doing things that use electricity more than petrol and other things. So our leader once says this, that if our people, the Ekumene, can resist the Britain for 30 good years, and the Nigerian army and the Nigerian force with some of the world power that supported them in 1967 to 1970 for 3 good years, what do you think we can do if we are on our own? Because remember, people need to buy what these people, they like, the cars they produce, the generator they produce, the fans they produce, the ammunition they produce. People need to buy those things. And the people that needs to buy those things are the African, the black man. You know, the more we start thinking that direction, knowing that these people does not need our natural resources, they need our human resources. They need to suppress us so that we can be willing to choose to be used whenever they want us, and whenever they call us, we need to answer them. We need to always be answerable to them, and we need to always seek their help and assistance for we to grow. Without that, we cannot grow as black people, as Africans, and as Biafra. Thank you very much, Mr. Mayobure. This is my contribution.
Thank you very much. That was a brilliant one. God bless you. Hello, good morning and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you calling from?
My name is Mankwo Chinedu. I'm calling from Ebonyi State.
Go ahead. The word is listening. You have 2 minutes for your contribution.
You know, it's their hearing word. And we are not going to beg them anymore to sit at home. Like what Devmai, whether devil Abi David who is a Humai said there is no sit at home at Ebonyi State. We are not going to beg him anymore. And I don't want to care what his name sound. But this time around, he will find it difficult. That is what I want to say for the whole world to hear. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my brother. God bless you. Okay. I think that brings us to the close of today's program. Of people that have been calling on Signal, I picked some of the calls on Signal, some calls on WhatsApp. But some of you get tired sometimes, and right now our time is up. I want to thank each and every one of our people. I want to thank everyone that has been listening to us, and say that continue to listen to Radio Biafra, because it is here that you're going to get that you're going to hear the truth. And say, let your name. Thank you very, very much. We give all the praise to Chukwuka Abiyama in heaven, Tamara in heaven.
People suffer for nothing. People die for hunger. People suffer for nothing. People sleep at home. Government in Nigeria. Some people in Nigeria. Hunger in Nigeria. NNPC donate 11 billion. GTB donate 1 billion. Access Bank donate 1 billion. Senate Bank donate 1 billion.